Hello everyone, welcome back to the second session for our UFT Live project. We're still in the very early days of our project execution. What we're going to focus and try and accomplish is the fact that how are we going to spend the next 3-4 weeks in aggressive automation testing of a live application, live project. That is also something that you could put on your resume and very proudly be part of in terms of execution. So what we did in the previous few sessions is the fact that one, we had an orientation session, then we had a day one where I introduced you to what we're going to be doing, what's the focus, and so on. Now we're going to talk about how we're going to make sure that everything that we have done so far is going to fit in with the application and the test. I'm going to do a walkthrough of it. I'm going to say what areas we have to focus and so on. Meanwhile, I would like to have.
Karthik, your voice is breaking.
Is it okay now? Can everyone hear me okay? Can you all hear me okay now? Or is it still breaking in
We can
between?
hear you, Karthik, but voice is breaking in between.
Hmm. How is it now? Is it still
It
the
is
same?
breaking in between.
Okay. Okay. I'll try and see, Manoj, if you can hear me, is to see if you can have a nominee from each team to give us the status update on what happened so far. Then I can do a system walkthrough in the meanwhile.
Sure, Karthik.
Go ahead, Manoj.
So, team, please nominate yourself from your behalf upon your team and just give some brief update what we have done last week. So you can put your name in chat. Anyone who wants to give some brief update?
Okay, so what we are expecting is that you might have just, some of you have already paid and joined, etc. You might have already received the Google Drive access, and the expectation is that you might have seen who are your group members basically. And the next step you might have taken proactively was that you might have started talking to each other through some kind of a message or Skype or WhatsApp, whatever was possible. So if at least group forming stage that you are in, so this is called the forming stage of the group. So if you are in that, uh, that is also fine. Probably you can just say, hey, we just met once and then we spoke about each other, how do we take it, this particular project forward. That itself is good enough to start in this particular second day. So is anybody has done that, and is people are trying to just look at the access, who are your members, anything is fine.
Raj Lakshmi, I'm going to unmute you so you can start. Raj Lakshmi, I have unmuted you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm Raji from Eclipse team. Hello. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Let me make you a presenter.
Yeah. Is it okay now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see now. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. As you said, as a prerequisite for day 2, you guys asked to prepare a brief test plan automation test plan for this project. So as after we got access to the Google Drive, we had a discussion within our team, and we came up with an automation plan which I placed under our team's folder. We came with an automation plan which is here. It is same as the template given by Mr. Manoj. In this template, I mentioned about the purpose of the project, the purpose of testing, the modules, and everything. Yeah, if you can see here, yeah, this is our test automation test plan. Here is our introduction, and we have our workflow diagrams, and we mentioned about our scope and out of scope things, and I mentioned what are all the modules we have taken from ITeLearn website. So we are assuming ITeLearn as in a website, as an application under test now, and I mentioned the modules here. And for these modules, we prepared a module allocation sheet. We worked on this sheet, and within our team, we selected one module for each member, and we started working on it actually. And we started to prepare the test plan and test cases for these. The generic module, in the sense, it includes the common things or the generic things from each page. We have the header, footer, and the right side of the page we have, right? So all the things we have taken into one module, and all other tabs, the guest and the member login, we took it as one module, and we separated each modules, and we started working on it. I took this online courses module, and I prepared some test cases and test plan on that. I just wanted to show that. Yeah, this is my high-level automation plan. So I mentioned the application, its type, scope, and what are the tool I'm going to use. And this is my automation plan. So the first step which we are in right now is the creating test plans, test cases. So the next we will proceed with scripting in UFT, and after that initializing the test data, and preparing test data, the data-driven framework. After that, maybe the driver script, writing the driver script, and after that reading the test data and writing the results back to Excel, and then the functions or keyword-driven framework, or the descriptive programming and error handling, and then the run automation. So this is my plan. I just wanted my module to take in this direction, and I prepared test case for the online course module. So the scenario, I just separated the online courses main page into 4 sections. So the 4 sections, I took it as a single, each section I took as in scenario. So the first scenario is my main page. So I have one test case for my main page to test my main page, and then if user comes and mouse over on that online course, then they could see a list of courses under that. So they can select any one course from that. So I'm taking it as in one test scenario, and I have in one test case for that. The next scenario is the overview video. So user can do 3 things with it. They can watch the video, they can join, they can click on join now, or they can click on free preview button. So I took 3 test cases for that. After that, the next scenario is all videos page. So from that all videos page, we have video access links for all the batches, So I'm taking that page as a one test case. I am giving a test case for that, and if we click on any link, it will redirects to another page. So I am taking that page as another test case. And the next scenario I took is the more information about courses. So there the user can see two links for interview questions and tech support. So I am having three test cases under this. And the next scenario is the detailed course content, and that also I am having a link. So I'm taking the main page as one test case and the sub page as another test case. So these are all the test cases I have written for that online course module, and based on these test cases I have done with my test steps also. And the test data, I didn't get into test data yet. Yeah, this is all. This is all from my side.
Thank you, Raji.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is my voice
Any
right
other
now?
team who wants to give?
How's my voice right now, Manoj?
It's good, Karthik.
All right. So, team, few comments to go with. Raj Lakshmi, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So, Raj Lakshmi, you're part of Nexus team,
No, I'm an Eclipse team.
Eclipse team. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, who else is there in this team? Who else is active in this team?
Um. Yeah. Only 4 members are active in our team right now. Maybe I have a module allocation sheet. I can show it.
Very good. That's something that
Yeah.
we want to see. Second,
Yeah.
what kind of communication and interaction has happened within the team in the previous few days?
Yes, for the past 2 days, we were communicating within our team using WhatsApp phone calls, and all. Some guys, other guys, then only Anjali, me, Shweta, and Navina are in touch now. The other members, we sent an mail and we sent an WhatsApp message also, but we didn't get any of their reply back.
Okay. No,
So we were
that's good.
just waiting for them. I don't know when they will come and join.
Fair enough. So we can wait for
Yeah.
probably another 2-3 days while you
Yeah.
continue to
Okay.
do the work, and then
Okay.
automatically once they join, we can put them on to this task, or we'll look at
Okay.
redistribution of those tasks.
Okay.
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 Number one,
Okay,
I'm
Karthik.
very
Yeah.
happy to see the fact that you've progressed well. You've created an automation
Oh,
test plan. The scenarios
mm-hmm.
are there. The modules have been
Okay.
distributed, and you've put things together. So that's a
Yes.
great start. And this is what I
Thank
wanted
you.
to tell everyone. Do I have all ears to me, everyone team? If you look at it and if you observe, the day one was hardly anything from my side. I didn't even give a thorough application walkthrough. I did not even tell you where the test server is. I have given very, very limited information. And this is how it's going to be, team. No spoon feeding from my side. It is all initiative driven. That is from your side. And this is what I'm saying. I wanted to see when the day two comes, how many people are ready with certain amount of documentation, with a certain amount of discussion that has already happened within the team. And why is it that I'm doing this? Because when you get into a job, you taking initiative, trying to show your attitude in terms of, I'm interested, I want to be doing this, and so on. That may goes a long way, guys. So please remember that this is the kind of initiative and proactiveness that we want to see from everyone. Very, very good job. Very good start. This is excellent.
Yeah, thank you. But Karthik, I need some clarifications regarding this,
No, but why are you
regarding
not
the test
using
cases.
the, hold on 1 second. Go back to the folder,
Yeah.
Google Drive folder.
Yeah.
Go back
Here
to,
is my folder.
that's the Team Eclipse, but yeah, let's go there.
Yeah.
Where is the, no, go to the S7 folder.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the Q&A document here? Manoj,
I have to create Karthik.
you remember I created in day one, right? Why is it missing here?
Okay, I need to copy here from that folder, Karthik.
Okay, it's a simple one. Even from an old project, we can copy it and put it here, please, immediately. All questions need to be put there. Everyone has access.
Okay.
All the 50 participants for this project have access to this folder. All the questions must be put there. And answers can be given by anyone, not just Manoj, Shankar, or me. And the reason we're saying is not that we don't want to answer a question. We want you to become very, very highly proactive within yourself. But Raji, this time let's go ahead with your
Yeah.
question. Let me hear it, please.
Yeah, not some questions. I just want to ask that whether my test case looks okay because I'm not part of any online training or live training or anything. So I was referring to some previous live project videos and some videos, some of your videos, and I took a hint and notes from here and there, and I joined everything and I prepared this. So I just want to know whether this is okay or any modifications I have to made in this.
Okay.
So I wanted to know about that. And also one more thing is I just want to know about the project flow. Maybe I prepared everything and I have some idea in my mind regarding how to open it up to do this in QTP. So I just want to know how, I don't know how I'm going to put these things together.
And that is
I
the
mean,
reason,
bringing my test cases
and that is the main reason why you need access to the video courses. Because the way I've done the keyword driven
yeah,
framework, the data driven framework, and hybrid framework, it'll become very critical. That is the approach. So
okay.
if you're not part of it, we need to discuss on it offline, please, because that's very important. That's step
No,
number
actually I'm part of it. I'm watching the videos.
one. Now,
No
then
problem in
the
that. What
answer,
I'm saying is,
then the answer to your question is asking ourselves the question like, what is it that I want to do
okay,
with this test case, with this module, with this scenario? Okay. Now, is it the first
okay,
question is, am I going to do a manual execution or automation? For example, the column H automation, you can say yes or no. You have to create in a template which is manually feasible and then talk about automation. Like, for example, in this
okay,
case, if you look at column A, you have merged the entire module for
yeah,
every row, M2 online classes and so on, correct?
yes.
That you cannot do. It's an Excel sheet. Do not do mergings. Repeat it.
Oh, okay,
Okay. So that way, when we do now, what we have about how many links do we like? We have about 20, 15, 20 lines out here, rows. What if you build test cases and it runs
your
smooth?
voice is breaking, Karthik.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know why this is happening. Everything works fine when I test it
Okay,
out. All of a sudden, this happens. What I'm saying is you have to be able to sort and filter the rows. When you're creating Excel, do not merge right now. Do not do any merging of the fields. It has to be repeating for each row. So row number 2, row number 3, row number 4,
okay,
column A should be the same, M2 online classes and so on. It should be like that. Second is you've created test cases from a manual perspective. Now, depending on the type of framework, are we doing a data driven framework, a keyword driven framework, or a hybrid framework? These are the three options that we have, teams. Do not worry about any other framework for now. Depending on these frameworks,
okay,
is the format okay? Are we in the same page as the format? Okay. So please make sure that you're interacting accordingly and
okay,
you're able to create the template that way. For example, if it's keyword driven framework, test case ID is there, TC001. That is not enough. There should be a module name, in fact, an app name, module name, test case ID. Okay. For example, you can say ITE underscore M2 underscore TC001. All right. Raji, your battery is dying out. I hope you have a charger. close by to connect with.
Yes. I will connect it soon. Yeah.
All right.
Just a minute. Yeah.
Guys, one quick question to the entire audience about my audio, please. How is it going right now? Because I started coming in early to the office to be able to do this session and the training, and I wanted to make sure that everything is good. Still breaking, is it?
Yeah, I'm okay now, but your voice is breaking now.
Yeah, I can hear everyone very well. Unfortunately, I don't know why mine is doing it this way. Let me check. Okay, thank you, Raji. From team, what team is this? What team is this? Team Eclipse, correct?
Yes.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Anyone else from Team Eclipse, anything to say, or can we move on to the next team?
Um, Maybe you can move to next team. And the next step I have to do is, shall I start creating, shall I start working in UFT?
No, you should not. Never jump into automation tool immediately. You
Okay.
have to make sure, because once you start
Uh-huh.
automation, documentation will not get completed. The first focus is to complete the
Okay.
documentation and then get to automation. So you have to do documentation,
Okay.
minimal manual testing, and then to automation, guys.
Okay.
Okay. So just wait for a few more days, then you can get into the automation part. All right, who's going next? Which team?
Okay.
Thanks, Raji. Very good, very happy. In fact, the couple of things I will mention out here. Your communication was clear, your English was good, and your voice had some kind of a control. You were confident that was coming out. This is how we got to be, guys. Because when you go into interviews and face technical people who are senior to us, you have to be able to convince them. And this is the only way we can do it. So please keep that in mind. If you believe that you're not up to the mark, you be aware of it, then slowly start improving. I'm not expecting overnight improvements, but be aware, then slowly start making the direction changes there. All right. Thank you, Raji.
Thank you. Thank you, Karthik.
Who else is going next, guys? Which team? Okay, Navina from Eclipse team also wants to talk, so we're gonna unmute her. But I'm not seeing who is going from which other team. We've only got Eclipse team so far. Navina, we have unmuted you. Navina,
Hello, can
yeah,
you hear me?
yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question, Karthik. We have been trying to, work together, but we only got hold of couple of people. So going forward, about the modules, are we supposed to, complete the module allocation sheet and also the test plan documents from now on, or what is the next step? Because we are not able to, is there like one step today we are going to do tests and then we meet next week and we do something? Is it that way you are saying, or I'm not able to understand.
So, this is Shankar. If you hear it correctly, Karthik has already answered this question in terms of saying you start allocating the tasks in a day or two. We would come to know
Okay.
the rest of the folks would be joining, hopefully, so they will be joining. If not, we look at it, diverting it to the other resources. But you should not stop the things just because they have not come. Go and allocate your tasks, module allocation and everything, you do it. But do it in such a way that you don't have immediate dependency on the folks that are not joined. Probably the independent tasks, what they can handle, you can give it to them. just wait for a day or two, get to hear from me or Manoj whether they are coming. You keep contacting them. If you don't get a reply, we will be giving you those. If you can complete those tasks within the time that we have, that will be really good. But again, we are not asking you to stretch too much. We'll see how that can be reallocated.
So as of now, like as Raji has done the test plans, you want us to continue doing test plans till next Monday? Is that what you are saying? Like whatever we are supposed to do, we will keep on doing?
Yes, but why only one person in the team? That is another question. So whatever she said, it should be.
It is not that. I mean to say whatever we are going to share, but we are about 4 people who are active in the group. So I am saying like till Monday, because next class will be on Monday. Shall we continue doing the test cases? Is that what I'm asking?
Yes, and the other tasks also put it as like T5 and T6, probably tester 5 and tester 6, assuming that they will come and join with you. This all typically happens in real cases also. For example, we need 6 people to hire, to get this project done. Right now we have only 4 people. We have already requested for hiring for 2 people with our management. Hope that they will be coming. In worst scenario, if they don't come, that's when again you will revisit and see if the same 4 people can take up those tasks or how it goes, and then we can distribute the tasks to others, or can we stretch into it. Something like that happens. That will do it after 2 days. Okay, but now you should go with the assumption that they will join.
And I'm not able to see anything like stepwise. Like, is there any like a blog or something where we can go and see what happens after the step, like after the test plan? Is that what next? What is going to come up? Is there like a question answer? What Karthik was talking about. Will that be put in here so that we know exactly somebody is going to answer our questions?
Navina, Shankar, if I can take from you, Shankar has been guiding you in the right direction. Number 1, you got to listen, everyone, and follow instructions. Every word that we say is important. When I already answered what will happen to the people who are missing or not active, you cannot come back and ask the same question. That means that we are not attentive.
No, I've heard about the question and answer, Karthik. You told me about that. I know that. There's going to be a question and answer, there's one more thing which is going to come up on that website, on the Google Sheet, which is going to be question and answer session. But I am not asking that.
I'm coming to it, okay? But I didn't talk about that right now. Again, you're not listening, Navina. What did I just say? What is it that I said? I never talked about the question and answer document at all right now.
You were saying that I was not listening.
What were you not listening about?
You were about to say that. That's when I told you that maybe it was about question and answers.
And guys, like I'm saying, right, this is where I'm trying to be very assertive and try to be extremely pushy and letting you guys know. This is a skill I'm trying to develop. This is all training ground, guys. I really love the entire staff, the entire team, all you members. It's just that I want to push you very hard. Navina, in this conversation, I was saying about the missing team members. I didn't talk about the Q&A document. The ones who are inactive. What do we do about it? Shankar rightly answered that Karthik. That is what he answered to the beginning of the session. That's the first thing I did. Then we went into the next things. So you coming back and asking me that question again means that you're not listening. Why is it important for you all to listen carefully? Because you go and do it in front of a client. They will know it for sure. That they're not listening. So we have to keep repeating. So we have to spoon feed these people. I don't think I'll be able to trust this project onto this team. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because no one has time in the world to repeat things for us. And they'll say, you know what, forget it, I'll go back to that team. You're working for a vendor, they'll say, oh, you know what, I'll do it in-house, don't worry. That is the big difference. Okay? Now it happened twice, Navina. It happened once when you started. It happened again when I commented now. You're thinking I was talking Q&A document. How could you think that way? I never said Q&A document at all. It is in your mind. We already have filters in the mind. We trying to listen what we want to listen, not what others are telling. So all ears, guys, when I said na, all ears onto the conversation. Then you think. Till then, only listening and taking notes. That's an
Okay.
amazing way that we can involve. Okay.
Okay.
I hope you're taking it in the right spirit, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Q&A document. Yes, our mistake, Manoj. We have to move that so that entire questions like these and so on can start coming up out there.
Okay. Thank you,
Right?
Karthik.
But very good. This team has done exceptionally well in coming up. So I'm sure that there's a lot of effort that's put in. Let's all be great listeners and let's all start working towards the project. Meanwhile, so Naveen, are you good? Can we move on to the next one?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Thanks, Navina.
No problem.
Whose screen is being shared right now? No one's. Okay. All right, let's move on. Anyone else? Did we get a nomination from any other team, Manoj?
No, Karthik.
Lubna and Bhavna and who else? Many of you. Again, you're not listening. I have told very specifically, if you don't have access to Google Drive, email Manoj. He will do it after the session. Why are you still asking those questions in the same chat? Is this what we're listening? Are these the instructions that you're taking? Do not do this. All right? Please listen, follow instructions. You have to do a team. No one will ever come and tell you this in a real project when you go to a workplace. They will not. They will assume that, okay, this person won't listen to what we say. This person will not follow instructions. I will not trust them. They will walk out. And you will know it later that why are they ignoring me? How come I'm out of this project? How come they're not giving me this task? Why? They will never tell you. They don't have the time to kind of counsel you. I'm telling you. So please make sure you follow that. Is that clear, everyone? Thank you. Once more, I'm asking, there's so many of you, 50 people in the project. Why are we not getting the nominations from the other teams to tell what they've been doing? I think Anjali, we're going to make you the presenter. Shankar, Manoj, anytime in the conversation you believe you've got to add something or correct me, please feel free to do it. Same for everyone team. Okay? All right, Anjali, I made you the presenter. Can you check, please? Anjali, can you hear us now? Can you unmute yourself? Yeah?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, and my screen. Can you see my screen too?
Yes, we can.
First, I would like to say I'm Anjali and I'm from Team Decoder. And I've actually pushed myself into that because my name was in two teams, so I thought better be in one. So Decoders it is. And second thing, I tried to send an email to everybody, all the contacts, but I think two of them got back to me, and I could only reach out to Devi in Australia just yesterday night. It was her night, so pretty much today morning. So what I have done is just with little help from her, and I've tried to work on a test plan. I started much before Manoj shared it on the Google Drive. So what I have is a blend of something I wrote and something that I took from there. So this is the test plan and ITeLearn. That is what we are referring to here for now.
Anjali, can I request you to be a little louder? Your voice clarity, the level is little low.
Okay.
Little
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I think it's getting better. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I am using Google Drive Docs for the first time, so.
How is it to use any new tool for the first time? Scary? Tough?
Not scary, but yes, I was scared when it changed my Word document into something different.
So that's what is scary. You don't know, unknown territory, unknown area, new tool. And what happens in industry is every time you go into any project, QA is one field, you will see at least 100 to 200 different kind of tools like this. And every time they introduce a new tool, that starts for us. You know, why are we scared? We are scared of failure. We're scared because what if I do it wrong? What if it's not correct? And so on. So we got to be very open and say that it's a new thing, like you said, Anjali. But I've given my attempt. I've experimented. I've played around, and I believe that I'm picking it up. Positive, very positive energy. That's what we got to show. That's good. Go ahead, please.
I'm trying to figure out how to scroll it down.
Louder, please, again.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, the go-to meeting.
Try to scroll down a little.
Okay.
It's formatted it again.
Just use the arrow keys on your keyboard because I don't think that mouse is moving.
Okay, for the first, the first sheet that you see is a very general sheet saying the revision history and approval log, and the names. I think just me and Devi, we were there to work on it. And the table of contents, it might be a little different from what we got from the QA AIR document, but it still, I think, pretty much covers everything. The general introduction, the objective of the testing, the test plan, the strategies, and definitely team members. There's a little overview on the application, what it does in general, the abbreviations we will be using, the scope, what we're doing, the main pages, courses, everything, the user interface, working on the functional testing part of the application, and regression testing. And I've also mentioned that regression testing would be like maybe a cycle 2, and then the functional testing and how we are creating a test dummy data for it. And then what is out of scope for us? The assumptions that we are making for this, I think some changes have been made here. And the deliverables like use cases and test data, all the steps, everything. And test levels I have mentioned as functional regression mostly. And that's pretty much it. Naming conventions, the exit and entry criteria, and our themes. Yes, the text execution plan is the same with the development team, the project lead with Manoj Shankar, and everything, how we are moving from here, and the hardware that we require, environments, the roles and responsibilities for everyone, and pretty much that's it. And I think that is the only thing I could achieve uh, for now.
And which team, Anjali?
Decoders.
Decoder. Okay. How is the team going?
As I said, I tried to contact everyone the very first day, but nobody reverted back. Then Devi got in contact with me just today morning.
Okay. Anyone else?
She had some. There was Sri Devi, but I think after one mail, she didn't initiate any further communication. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyone else from team Decoders who's currently attending this session? Yes, Raja, this is the one. How could you ask again some questions like that? Way to communicate to add in some team. Okay, looks like late join is because we're getting the same questions. Write to Manoj at ITeLearn.com. Okay, fair enough. Let's see Anjali, who's coming up in the team. Thank you for persisting despite the fact that the team did not get in place, continuing to work individually and trying to create this documentation. Very, very good documentation, very well structured. Template is good, it's very clear, and I think that's a great start. Okay, good job on that.
Thank you.
One comment, if I may please, only for your benefit, is can I see a little bit more passion in your voice? Now, do you see the way I'm talking? Lot of life in it. Do I talk like this only when I'm doing this presentation, or do I do it for any training? Even if I talk with my team, it is the same. Do you feel that it's a high energy talk that I'm doing?
Yes, of course.
Right? So why can I see that from you? Your communication is beautiful. Your English is great. Your voice is great. The intensity has to be there. The passion.
Thank you. Actually, frankly, after coming off Eclipse team and seeing what they've achieved in so few days, I was like, oh my God, why am I even here? Why am I doing this? But
now,
I think
you're saying this, right? Just imagine maybe there are other teams that have not even come this far. Correct, other teams? So this is the best thing about these live projects. Not only are we doing the same projects, each of the teams, but you're also seeing how others are doing, and it will motivate you to do better. This is the real. And trust me, guys, by end of this project, you will be so happy about yourself that, you know what, this is amazing. This is the kind of thing that I needed as exposure, and it will push you. I hear you. Great job done in the little time you had, and that is fine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You kept the names, you kept the blank spaces. We will keep filling it. Always remember and expect people to drop out. So it is important to continue, take the initiative. As the teams, if they become smaller, we'll start merging them so you can start working with other teams. And that is also a deliberate move. Suddenly you'll be put into a new project with some other team, same project with some other team. And then you got to see how you work with them. All these are the factors that will affect.
Okay.
All right, Anjali?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. And guys, do compare with others. Do compare in a positive spirit. You know, are we progressing? Are we doing more in terms of taking inspiration? Getting inspired that, yes, hey, you know what, that's amazing, that job, let's do it. It should inspire you and motivate you, not demotivate you and feel, oh no, let me quit. Do not quit, team. Just do not quit. do this project, complete it, take it all the way to the end. Fair enough? Do we have anyone else who would love to speak right now from any other team or any other questions? Because in the live trainings, I typically mute you all, but live projects, it is about you guys talking, we guys giving our feedback. Anyone else who has a question that I need to unmute? Just raise your hand on the GoToMeeting. GoToWebinar, there's an option. That way it's easy for me to unmute you. While we're doing that, let me quickly show you the application that we're building. Let me myself present it for that. All the people who are from the live training, I've sent an email and I've also updated the GoToWebinar. We cannot have two sessions. The entire team is here from the training and from the technical team at ITeLearn, Manoj Shankar and myself, Karthik. That is the reason I've moved it to tomorrow team. This is a great session. I want you to continue to participate in this. Fair enough? All of you who are trying to attend the live training, do not try to attend that. Stay on this session because this is a even more important session than the training. So did I miss anyone who wanted to present? So Nexus team we already discussed, correct? Didn't the discussion already happen for Nexus team? Okay, sorry, not Nexus. Eclipse happened and now decoders. So I got a message from Bhavna saying that Nexus team is not yet ready. Totally fine, not a problem. But next week, next session, try and be ready, please, because the intensity will increase. So this is a good reminder. Let's try and work on it. Fair enough? Very good. So Bhavna and team, anyone wants to speak from the team? Okay, Karishma, I'm going to unmute you and see if you have something to say. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi, Karthik. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. Go ahead.
Yeah, Karthik, I have not been as this is my first session, so I'm not assigned to any team yet. So I have been in touch with. I will be in touch with Manoj for same. But I have few questions. Like I have posted that on the chat box also. Like I want to know how do we in the real-time project? How do we identify the priority for the automation test cases? For example, if my manager comes and gives me these are the test cases, so it's a me who give the high priority test cases, medium, or the manager assigns, and what on which basis we decide that?
Okay. I'm trying to look at the prioritization from a very general world kind of a scenario and give you the concept behind it. Let me see. Okay. See, there are some times in life that you cannot do everything. There are certain things that you can do. For example, I'm taking a very weird kind of an example to relate it, but I think everyone can relate. Let's talk about a marriage as an event, just as an event. Okay, there are about 100 or 200 things that go into it. Correct? You give it also the entire thing, right from the food, the location, the decoration, the jewelry, the invitation, the guests. There are so many things into it. Correct? Tell me one marriage, one event, which said that 100% all done well. Something or the other may have got missed out. Yes? Small activities could have got missed. Why? Because they're prioritized as to what is most important. Food is important. Location is important. The mandap, or wherever you're getting the ceremony, wherever you're doing it, that becomes important. Those things are very important. So, when you need to prioritize, before you go and ask the client, is this what should I prioritize? And you should think, why is this test case important than the other one? Is it more critical that the failure rate can be higher. If the bug that will come out of this scenario is going to be a showstopper, or the application or the user cannot continue further, such a bug may come for such a test case. Of course, it's going to be a critical test case. The other test cases that you write, you believe that it's more aesthetic, or even if that test case fails, the user is still able to navigate. We'll put a very minimal ranking to it in terms of CI. You hear what I'm saying? You have to think from the user's point of view. The user of the application should have a smooth flow in how he or she is progressing into that specific test case and scenario. Okay. Now, from a user point of view, you have to think that will that stop the user from doing? Will that give critical errors to the user? Or this scenario may not give anything. That is your prioritization. So think from a user standpoint, do your prioritization, then go and show, is this correct prioritization to the management? Ask them. Do you think I'm right?
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Now,
One more question. Yes. One more.
Hold on one second. Before you show it to the management, you can take the same prioritization and discuss with a colleague or a peer at a similar level like you to get an advice. It is good.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. One more question. How and who define the test scope for automation?
See, if you look at it, when I came last, what is that? When I came on Monday's session, I gave high-level overview. Did I go deep into application and tell you that this is what you should do and so on?
I didn't attend that class. I missed that class, but I got it. I got the answer for my question now.
Okay, yeah. So it is you who has to look at it and say, dig deep and find out what you have to do. Okay.
Me or as a manager has to define the test scope for the automation. What needs to be done, what need not to be done. These are the test cases need to be automated.
There are two kinds of employees or team members. Let's say Jack and Phil, for example. Okay. Jack is the one who has got hundreds of questions, very interested, very enthusiastic, but has got a lot of questions to go and ask management. Jill, at the same time, may not be that active, that open and flamboyant. Jill is not. She's a little bit more sober about things. But does not have. Jill also has the same questions, but Jill tries to find the answers first, get to know what to do, try and experiment and spend a little bit more effort, and then go and ask only the sensible questions to the management. Okay. What do you want to be?
Okay.
Right? I want you all to be like Jill. You don't have to be running and saying that, hey, I'm the tester here. I'm so super excited. Show excitement, but at the same time, always think from the client's perspective as to, can I ask this question? Do you think it's valid? Did I ask to try to answer it myself? Did I try to get an answer from somewhere else before I go and ask? That shows independence. That, okay, I can trust this person to be able to go and deliver without any support. Like I've given you guys now, this task, walk up, stand up to opportunity and delivering without any support. See out here. All right?
Okay. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Madhuri, go ahead, please.
Yeah, hello, Karthik.
Your voice is very low, Madhuri.
Can you hear me?
Your voice is very low. It's like as if you're sitting probably 10 meters away from the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Unfortunately, no. Can Manoj, Shankar, you guys hear Madhuri?
No, Karthik.
Yeah, Madhuri, it's not coming out. Why don't you try it once again? I'll keep you like that. Try and speak up. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go with the other candidate. Raja?
Yes, Karthik. I downloaded and not downloaded. I went through all the fast track to catch up with this project, and today I thought it was 6 to 7 Pacific. It's my bad. I joined late. I'm not sure where to start. What are the deliverables? What are the timelines? What did I miss? I saw one of the documents somebody was presenting. How do I need to do something like that, or am I in any team right now? So I got a lot of questions.
Sure.
So
I'll
I'm not
ask
sure.
you. So you answered this for me. The question you asked, I'm asking you. Now you answer it. You don't have an answer?
No, I'm not sure what question you're asking. What is the question?
The question you asked, where to start, what to do, and so on. I am asking you that question. Can you answer that for me?
I think you are going to put us into teams, and that's today. I think I was there in the last session, and
let's say you don't have the complete answer. Without going and asking question to anyone else, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just trying to give the flow of how we should do things in a corporate world to everyone. I hope you understand my intent, Raja.
Sure. Go ahead.
So let's say that you have this question right now, and you are hesitating to ask this question to someone else. What can you do to be able to try and find answers for yourself without having to read technical people or class management like us? What do you do?
I really don't know.
Try and think. You get the answer. I'm sure you'll get the answer. I have two answers for you, two solutions.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to understand the format you're going to work with.
Did I explain the format?
I'm sorry?
Did I explain the format?
In the last session?
Did I explain the format? That's the question. I didn't say the last.
Yes, you gave a brief.
When was this?
Was it last session? You told no, this was the project I'm talking about.
There were two sessions. There was an orientation session and day 1. This is day 2. Okay? That means that you missed those. Now, how can you help yourself?
Probably I have to go back to the videos.
Correct? Exactly. That is one way. What is the second way? If you're already part of a team or you know some of the members, you can ask them as well a question. Since you're not there, you don't have. Why am I telling this, Raja? What is my intent? Can you tell me, please? Because I'm not trying to grill you. I'm just trying to make you realize and understand everyone how to think and why you should do it certain way, not the other way. Do you all observe what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make you realize and be aware that we have an alternate to everything. So what is my intent here, Raja?
Yeah, Karthik, I understand. I think since I'm new to ITeLearn at all, and you know, this formats and all that, so that's the first confusion, right? Maybe if you ask me the same question next month, I'll be pretty familiar and be able to help somebody else also. So,
and we have already gone through that. We have finished that topic. Thank you for understanding, and that's taken care. Now, but why did I ask this question to you and for everyone to listen?
Yes, I understand.
You know why?
Because you're about to say in a project situation, this people should do, you know, follow, you know, maybe we should find out in the process and all that stuff.
Exactly. For example, you join a new company, they will give you a welcome kit, and they'll say here's the welcome kit, everything. Now let's skip that protocol and start going and asking the questions. The first thing they'll say, hey, have you not seen the welcome kit? When you say that, oh no, I missed it, it does not go well, guys. You see what I'm saying? And there's no fault of your Rajas because you've just joined, and that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason I could not, because I wanted to first catch up with the fast track, all the videos. So I'd spend all the time on that. I could not spend time on, the.
So my intent is not to say it differently for you. It's not about you. It's just in general, we have a lot of questions when we don't follow the process, guys. So try and be very process oriented, everyone, and go through the flow. It will become easy, especially when we're going through this project. You will face a lot of these things. Ask ourselves a lot of questions before we go and ask externally those questions. All right, everyone, you getting what I'm saying? Can I get a nod or no in the chat from everyone in this session? There are dozens of you, so please give me that. Raja, any more questions from your side?
Actually, Karthik, I sent an email to ITeLearn asking if I can install UFT on Windows 8. I never got a response. And
when was the email sent?
I sent like I think 2 days ago when I got the package. Welcome back.
Okay. Because
and also the chat you have. The chat on ITeLearn. Every time I ask a question, somebody is not there. They say drop a note and all that stuff. So it's like
maybe the timing, but emails typically the response should happen. This is not a topic related with the dozens of others who are there right now. Let's take it offline. Can you just ping me your email address in the chat? So I'll give it to my team, make sure that they take it. Plus, looks like again we have not followed protocol. Technical questions, go through the forum. Technical questions, go to the technical help desk.
Right. Okay. Okay.
That's the installation tool and all technical question. There is a specific email address for that. There is a specific forum that you need to take care. Okay. And I'm getting your email. There you go. SQS solutions. Okay. So I'll do it. Thank you, Raja. Any other questions?
Patience.
No, not my patience. Thank you, Raja, for giving me the opportunity to tell everyone else what is critical, what is important. For me to be able to give that. Thank you for the opportunity. Okay.
Sure. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. So Madhuri, you've already spoken, right? Or you did not?
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Now we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm Madhuri from Team Robin. Actually, I tried to reach out my team members, but only one person replied. So I'm not sure whether they're going to reply me. So only one person, she replied. She's also working. So I had to contact her what time works for her. So accordingly, we can start working on the project. So I will wait for 2 days, otherwise I'll start my work. But I just wanted to let you know that no one other than Suja, no one replied to our team.
Okay. Yeah, all right, that's fine. We cannot help on that at the moment, but we'll get to it. No problem. Okay.
Okay.
Now, take initiative like, you've seen the other teams. They've tried to make some progress despite the fact that the teams didn't come together. We can do that as well.
Okay, sure.
All right. So team, I think we're almost towards the end of in terms of hearing the audience. I don't see much anything else additionally from the team. So if you're good, I want to do a quick walkthrough of the test server and be able to give you the link so that you can start testing on it. Are we good to go with that, everyone? Guys, when I ask question, I'm expecting answers on the chat. If you're not answering on the chat, you're not involved, and that will not play well when you come back and say, hey, can we get an experience letter? Can we get your reference for the project? The more you talk, the more you interact, the more times me, Manoj, and Shankar see your name on chat. That is how we know that you are involved into the project. It's easy for us to give our references and be able to help you with the placement side. All right. So please keep that in your mind always. Thank you so much. I appreciate. I've got a few messages at least. All right, guys. I am showing you the new upcoming ITeLearn website, totally revamped and redeveloped. It is in the test server. I'm going to take the link and ping it on chat so that everyone can take it. At the same time, what happened here? Show my screen. Oh, I think now you can see everyone. Can you all see my screen? Why is it not changing? Okay, there you go. Now it's coming.
Yes, Karthik, we can see.
So let me see if I can ping this to all the link. All right, team. Here is where the test server is, the application which is under test is being hosted right now for testing. Yesterday, we finished the final phase of development on it, and we made sure that we get this application in front of you for you to be able to look at and start testing. All right. I will introduce you all to the development team. Manoj will send an email with the details of the development team or a common email address that you can interact and ask questions also to the development team. Anything regarding the application, you will be able to get answers from there. So almost similar to the earlier ITeLearn website in terms of the menu, but we're going to do a phased rollout on how each and everything is going to change. But what you'll see different is the theme that we use, the kind of layout that we put together for each of what we're doing. And the course pages also, if you observe, are being displayed under the main page, home page, with the pricing on it, the number of students. Some of the courses, we don't even have the count because they were, so far we've had about 16,000 students that got trained through ITeLearn. So we don't have the exact count for some. So we're working on that to make sure that we can identify at least close to the exact count of the number of students who attended. We also have a category called popular courses, which courses are doing are in demand with the customers and so on. Now let's say, for example, I click on any of these and go to the home page of the course. What I'm doing, team, is doing a very quick walkthrough so you're understanding about the new application and how it looks, how it works, and what are the different zones that you could test, what are the different things that you could do a lot of automation on. Okay. Now, all the automation, you should try and do maximum automation, team, because we're going to do regression testing. All the automation that you do and you execute on this test server, you will give the bugs back to the development team. They will fix it, and then you're going to retest it. When you come to retest it or conduct the regression testing, if you already have the automation scripts written, it is just a click of a button that you can run the scripts again, and it will repeat to see if the bug fixing was done well, or still there are any gaps, or something else is broken somewhere else. Otherwise, it's a manual effort again. So that is the reason I'm saying make sure that your focus is on the automation scripting as much as you can. Anytime, for example, do we have this icon here? Do we have the heading? Do we have the reviews? Do we have the students? All of these things you should write a script for it, not doing it manually, because a human can do it manually in 5 seconds. But if I have a good script, it will do it for 100 pages in a few minutes. So that is how it becomes important for you all. Okay, for you to keep doing it is a lot of effort. All right, so here's the new layout. It's got a widget on the left side. It's got an overview video on the front page. It's got a little bit of small buttons talking about the program itself, and we have the expandable modules where user is able to come and say look into the details of the courses and so on. That's the course page. If you go inside any of the video pages, let's go to UFT. So at a high level, team, just letting you know, login functionality works out here in the test server. All the users that we created till recent have been moved into this server. So we had about active on the current membership who are active, like who's not expired membership, or they've not renewed, or they've not come back. We have about 7,000 or 8,000 people who are active right now on ITeLearn.com. All those memberships we have moved into the test server, so your detail also should be there. So once you log in, you will be able to see what you are able to see, what you're not able to see. All of you have the access to the UFT live training and live project, not live training, at least the videos and live project. So you should be able to create scenarios where after login, are you able to see? Or if a visitor comes, is he or she able to see the content? If they can't see the content, how is it blocked? All those things you can do, team. You can also try and do things like how forgot password works. If you've forgotten the password, how are you able to recover? All these things are important, team. All right. Now, out here, team, we've got the different links for the training videos. For HP UFT, at least, we've got that ready for the test server. So let's say you go to any of the video page. And you'll notice that while we have many chapters, there are some free and then some are content protected. These are the kind of scenarios you have to run, team. So in your test data that you build, use your own credentials. You will also give some common credentials so that you can start doing it accordingly. People who don't have access to certain things, then you run and see for different courses, are they able to match and make sure that they're able to view only the content that is related to them. That is very important, guys. Okay, so this kind of scenarios you can work on. You can also work on things like the subscription that I was talking about in the home page, and not home page. Let's go back. Okay, out here, for example, we're talking about subscribe. How do users subscribe? What happens when they fill this? Does an email go out? Can you go and automate Gmail also and see if after subscribing here, the email is coming, or any other easier to use application? You don't have to use Gmail if it's tough to automate. You can use any other application which is easy to automate for the email provider. That's how you go do it with the test objects, with the test data. Now we have upcoming events. For example, are upcoming events available, visible? Are you able to see the details of it? You click on it. Are you able to go to that event? And are you able to register for the event? These are the things that you need to do. The good thing, a lot of you have gone through the application. You've used it for a while. Now we're trying to revamp it. This is about, I would say, about 25% of what we want to accomplish. This is at a very beginning level. This is phase 1 testing. Once you create your regression test suite and so on, we wish to keep those with us. So future, anytime we want to do a regression testing, repeat it, we are able to do it through the automation. All right. So this is the event. When is it scheduled? What time? All these details are there. So you will be able to figure out if you should be able to figure out if you are in a position to write automation scripts for everything that you see. All the functionality, even checking the title and all that, even that we need to be able to figure out. All right. And any new thing that you see, you should be able to go and be able to do a sign up, and again see if the sign up has been done, if the email is received. That is the basic functionality. Do not try and get into the e-commerce section right away. I will try and figure out a way, okay, to get some kind of a demo run so that the pricing, the testing can be done with using a demo credit card or something like a dummy transaction and so on. Okay, so here is the pricing page. All the courses, the fees for it, everything is here. Users can still continue to go and pay out here, but again, ITeLearn.com is the main site. That is the live site. We are to test this, make sure all the bugs are fixed, and then move this onto the new website. So in fact, we wanted to launch this this weekend, but since we had this live project coming and I wanted definitely a very focused testing effort on it, we made sure that we present it to you, we show it to you, the demo site, and then you test it here, you build the automation scripts for this. Then we will move on to moving into production around the 29th of this month. No, actually 26th of this month. So just getting you a high level idea on the dates, team. Let me do that so it'll be easy for you to understand. So 9th to 21st, I think is this font. 9th to 21st is gonna be your basic testing, okay? Your functional, automation, all, whatever you can say, testing is in this zone. 9th to 21st September, okay? Developer bug fixing, if I can say it like that, for easy identifying of the, is from 21st to 26th of September. All right. We will go live into production around the 26th to 28th. We're just giving a couple of days as grace period in case there is things to be resolved further. Then production testing. Once it's moved to live, you will start to test it again. This will be done around the 29th of September. This is the high level schedule, everyone. This is what we're trying to accomplish for our new website. This is the link to it. Now, what will you do when the developers are doing bug fixing, team? Can someone answer this for me? What are you going to do when the developers are working on the bug fixing? Guys, I really apologize for the background noise. When I do my live trainings, even from India, I do it in a very serene place. The only reason I had to come to this office and do it is because my Windows system through which I was doing it, the session, that machine had issue with, what's that, the license expired. So I had to install it back in the office and finish it. I have one more session to do for the live training, and that is the reason I did it. So I asked a question, team, what will you do when the developers are doing bug fixing? You will go back and make sure, reassess and make sure that the automation scripts are good, generate and create very, very amazing reports so that, you know, when you run the test next time, it's giving you a lot of clarity as to what defects are, with screenshots, with timing, everything. And you will also start preparing for the production testing. Okay, because you want to make sure that all the bugs you identified are being tested first to begin with. Once you've identified all the bugs that you've been given with, then you get into the testing the other functionality which you had no bugs, to make sure that no new defects have come there. All of this preparation should happen for the production testing. All right. All right, team. So that's it from my side for today. Any questions, anyone? Manoj, Shankar, any comments from you guys? Thank you all because it's an hour and a half. We didn't anticipate that we'll have so much discussion, but it was good listening to other members, so I wanted to hear them. That is why I let the session continue. I do have 3 hands raised. I'm going to put down the hands for everyone. If there are any new questions, you can raise your hand. Let's keep it brief because with the respect to the time for everyone else. Manoj, Shankar, anything from you guys?
No, Karthik, nothing from my side. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Manoj. So, Addy, you're right. When developers are fixing bugs, the testers will normally test for regression, and that's exactly what I'm saying. The regression testing that we're doing right now, this is just a 2-stage process. We're doing it on test server, then we're doing it on production. So it's very important you don't have any other staging in between. So it becomes very important for us to do amazing testing on the test server. You don't want defects to creep into production testing. If defects go into the production, whose fault is it?
Whose fault will it be, team? Exactly, it's a tester's fault. People will not blame development. They know developers, not that developers are bad, just the overall SDLC is such a way that defects can come up in unknown fashions that are unexpected. So the blame will come to us as test engineers because they'll say, that is the reason you're there. Developers will make defects, but you are the ones who have to identify. So keep that in mind, team. If this is going to production, now I'm talking like a client to you all. Make sure that it is clean, it's got a high level of quality in terms of bugs, functionality. We don't want a bad user experience at the end of it. Again, as a client, I'm saying we've done good job, I believe, just because of the feedback we get in terms of training, but our website has not been that great. A lot of issues, a lot of challenges. We're trying to make sure that we overcome them. That is the reason we're doing this. All right, everyone. Navina, you have your hand up. I don't know if you wanted to speak, so not unmuting you right now. Actually muted at your end. Thank you, everyone. That's it for today. Let's look at the Gotowebinar schedule. Please follow the protocol. Make sure that you are interacting with Manoj and Shankar as needed. Start putting your questions in the Q&A document, and once you do that, we will be able to answer, others will be able to answer, and we'll see, hope to see some additional progress next week. So plan your manual testing as much as you can right now. Once you're done with your manual testing area, then see immediately how much can we automate from each of them. Manual testing is all about documentation, team. I meant to say. Prepare your documentation and test artifacts is what I'm saying right now. Go ahead, Navina. What's your question, please?
Karthik, my question is, for example, if we are not able to do this project for any reason and we come back next time and join a different project, every time we have the different project coming up, is it like this time it is ITeLearn?
Correct, different applications.
Okay.
Okay.
Different applications. Okay.
Different applications. So, for example, we did ITeLearn when the existing website came up. Even then we did it, but then we did so many other projects. And now, since Economic 77 is into this business of helping small and medium-sized businesses do online branding and marketing, we'll keep getting a lot of projects. We want to give challenging ones, not just static pages. So once that happens, it becomes easy. Now, what is it that I wanted to say? Just letting everyone know, team, if you're part of the video training, if you're part of the live project, you can always do as many projects as you would like to. We have no problem in it. Okay? So you can come back, let's say after 3-4 months, we have another UFT live project. You're more than welcome to participate in it. Not a problem. All right?
Okay. So as long as you have projects running, we can always come back. That's what you said, right?
Exactly. Because see, it's mutual benefit also for us. If you're already a premium live project, you don't have to pay again and come back. Just come back and be part of a new project for free. Why will you do a project? Because you want exposure, you want to get experience, get it on your profile, and be able to go and attend interviews confidently and get the job. Once you get the job, you don't have to attend. So that is helping you that way. How is it helping us? Because we have applications that are getting developed and we're having good test engineers work on it and give us feedback. That is how we are doing it.
So you mean to say, Karthik, one fine day we will see this new IT website in the future?
On 29th.
So 29th, the whole website we log every day and see and check everything. That site is going to change and it's going to be this one?
Yes, this is the new site. We've spent about 2-3 months to come up with this whole thing. It was a huge challenge because we had big database movements and so on. Our databases were huge, our teams were new, so we had to customize and do a lot of things. This is the new website that we're working on.
Okay, but if this was a new website working on, do you mean the testing team is this team now,
yeah, you're the
team which is working on it, or is it like we are on?
I don't have anyone else testing. It's all you guys. I'm totally dependent on you right now.
Oh, okay. So it is like you have done everything. You are waiting for the testing team to do it and then merge it and move into production.
Correct. The development team was working till 11 p.m. yesterday night
to
make sure that cleaned up. There's still defects on it. I have to call them right now immediately and tell them what's missing from the test server. This is going to be the new website.
But
any other test team, you are the ones who are going to do it. Once we do the bug fixing, that's when we'll get into it.
But Karthik, my question is in real time, if you took about 2 months to develop this project, would it be feasible to think that in 15 days the testing would be done up to the best, like, you know, the best way to, we won't end up with any major issues, major risks. How do you assess the risks? Because if you have worked so hard previously with the developers from 2 months, how do you make sure that you have enough risk? You know, you should have done some risk analysis, right? What happens if something happens in the middle? For example, something doesn't work as you thought, or something, there was a bug which was unexpected and something came up. How do you assess those risks?
Very good question. So now, majorly, the most part of the last 2 months has been in terms of understanding the existing application, what we should do in terms of the look and feel and so on, and trying to see and develop a theme from a UI perspective. A lot of focus was done on UI and workflow. Okay. Now,
what do you mean by UI? User, right? Interface, user interface.
That's correct. User interface. So a lot of focus was given there. Now, for example, look at these logos out here. All these are custom built by the team. They've done it custom. They have designed it. They did all the fine details on it. Every image that you see has been built specifically for each course. And all this was the effort that was done. It was just not the code development, application development. It is all part of it. Now, what is the main functionality that is very critical for us? Let us say that a customer comes and wants to log in, a premium member, and he or she is able to see, they're able to see that content they want, they're able to watch the videos, everything playing well. That is the most critical aspect. Now, next one, let's say that the technical forum, is forum working fine? Are people able to ask questions and get reply? That is the next priority. Third priority, new visitors come, are we able to help them giving the information about the training? Are they getting all the answers that they require? Are they able to complete their payment and transactions and become a premium member? That is third priority. That is what is the priority. So now you're absolutely right. Looking at the development effort, the testing window is not very long. The only way we're trying to compensate is by using more test engineers than fewer. Because, for example, there were 2 developers on this and a graphic designer, so about 3 people. But testing team, we have about 6-7 people in each. That's why we have more test engineers. And once the prioritization comes from your side, it will become easy for us. All right? Did I answer your question, Navina?
Still, it's very like not very clear, because
let me ask you this.
Project probably 6-7 people are.
Okay. Okay. Don't worry about the effort estimation. Do not worry in terms of the scope. Try and do the prioritization. I'll tell you what exactly to test in the next session. Build on what I've shown so far. Okay. Then I'll guide you. Now,
okay.
Do you have a question or do you have a doubt?
You mean what I was about to talk?
Yeah. So the reason I'm asking this is team, have questions, do not have doubts. Doubts is, will it work or not? Will it go forward or not? Those are doubts. I don't think it will happen. Those are doubts. What is question? I think we have a challenge. How do we overcome this? I think we have not estimated it correctly. Maybe we need to stretch the testing window. I believe that development effort was significantly larger than the testing effort. What should we do? Have questions? We will work on it. That is positive energy, guys. All right?
The way of framing the sentence, correct?
Correct, exactly. For example, in your voice, few seconds ago, you were like little disappointed and you were like feeling, low. How do we do? I'm still little this.
No, Karthik, it is not about my voice. It's almost 11 o'clock in the night, so that's the reason.
No excuses ever. Wakes up at 3 a.m. and says, hey, can we do an urgent test? We should be at the same. It is just a practice. All right. Do you all see what I'm trying to do in this live project? I'm not trying to make you all technically strong. I'm trying to make you all be amazing workforce overall. Technical aspects I don't have to touch anymore. That you'll do it. But just trying to show the how we have to approach. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. More questions, please put it in the Q&A document. Anything else, write to Manoj and Shankar, and work as a team, come as a team, enjoy this journey. You will love it so much. You'll keep trying to come back and do such projects. So, just go for it and do well. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Karthik.
Thank you. Almost 1.5 hour plus session. Thank you all for attending. Bye then.